do. Last year with L was a major release for us in which we tackled many, many form factors. For M, we have gone back to the basics. We've really focused on polish and quality. We've literally solved thousands of bugs, and more importantly, thought through every detail to make it better. To give you a preview of the upcoming M release, let me invite Dave Burke onto the stage.
Thanks, Sudhar. So this year, we've made a conscious decision to focus on quality end-to-end. And today, I'm excited to share a preview of the new M release of Android. The central theme of M is improving the core user experience of Android. Our focus is on product excellence. Everything from squashing thousands of bugs to rethinking fundamental aspects of how the platform has worked for years. Now, one of the unique and amazing things about Android is that it's an open platform. We make the source code available to everyone, from hobbyists to the world's largest device manufacturers. And this has enabled device makers, both small and large, to innovate and iterate Android, often many years ahead of the competition. With M, we're excited to be able to fold in some of these improvements that we've seen in the ecosystem into the official Android platform, so we can make them more widely available to users and app developers alike. So let me take a few minutes and walk you through 6 key areas where we've really improved the core user experience in M. Now, one of the things Android users tell us they love is their ability to customize and really control the behavior of their phones. So in M, we're bringing this approach to app permissions. So with app permissions, we're giving users meaningful choice and control over the data they care about. You don't have to agree to permissions that don't make sense to you. And we're accomplishing this through a few big changes. First, we're greatly simplifying app permissions to a smaller set of easily understood things like location, camera, microphone. Second, apps will now ask you for permission the first time you try to use a feature, instead of asking during app installation time. So let's take a look at how this could work with WhatsApp. Now, keep in mind when I installed the app, I wasn't asked to grant any permissions up front. Okay, so let's say I'm in the app and I want to send a voice message. When I press the mic button, the app makes a request to the system to access the microphone, which then brings up this permission. The permission directly reflects the use case. And this is a one-time request, and of course, I as a user can allow or deny the request on a per permission basis. Now that I've granted the permission, I can hold the mic button and record a message. So one of the things we've heard from our users is the desire to change or revoke an already granted permission. So with M, I can now go into settings, choose the app, see what permissions it has, and even modify them. I can also go the other way. So I can choose the permission, say microphone, and see which apps have access to it. Now, for developers, the new app permissions apply to apps compiled against the M SDK. Legacy apps targeting SDK version 4M will behave as before. One of the really nice side effects of the new permission model for app developers is it's faster to get users up and running in your app. We also know that with the old permission model, that adding a new permission to your app can affect your update adoption. With the new permission model, updates are seamless because user involvement is deferred until right when it's needed. Okay, so that's app permissions. This is a pretty big departure since Android 1.0, but it's a more intuitive model for users and a much more seamless app install process for app developers. So next up, let me highlight one of the ways that we're improving the web experience on mobile. So one of the interesting trends that we're observing on mobile today is around how web content is being consumed. And app developers increasingly care about the experience their users get when they tap on a web link from within their app. And today you got two choices, right? You either make a big context switch out to the browser, or you build your own experience by embedding a web view within your app. The web views have this nice property that they enable you to make the transition to web content really seamless. And you can make it feel like one app. But while web views are powerful, they have some downsides. It means developers have to get into the business of building a browser, which is a complex and time-consuming thing to do well. And for the user, browsing content lose some of the things that make users' lives really easy on the web, like save passwords or logged-in sessions. So Chrome Custom Tabs is a new feature that gives developers a way to harness all of Chrome's capabilities while still keeping control of the look and feel of the experience. Now, we've been working with our friends over at Pinterest on this, and I'd like to show you a sample of what's possible. So here I am in the Pinterest app. Let's tap on something interesting. Now, when I tap on a web link at the bottom, you'll notice that there's a custom transition animation into Chrome Custom Tabs. Now remember, this is actually the Chrome browser now running on top of your app. And the custom tab is branded the same color as Pinterest, so it feels like one experience. And you can even see that Pinterest has added a custom button to the toolbar to pin pages. And we can also add additional items to Chrome's overflow menu up at the top right. Finally, the back button gives an easy way to seamlessly go into the app. So the custom tab was super fast to load because Pinterest was able to ask Chrome ahead of time to prefetch the content. And of course, the real benefit is for users. With Chrome Custom Tabs, you're signed into your favorite site since it uses Chrome Stage. And you get all of Chrome's features, such as safe passwords, auto-filling forms, Google Translate, and more. And of course, you also get the benefits of Chrome's security mode. So Chrome Custom Tabs is available today on the Chrome Dev channel, and we're excited about rolling it out to users in Q3 this year. So that's an example of how we're improving the web experience when you want to link from an app to the web. Now I'd like to talk to you about some improvements we're doing when you want to link from an app to another app. And linking is, of course, one of those fundamental principles of the web. It brings different websites together as part of an actual user experience flow. And as more and more web destinations get corresponding rich app experiences, for example, the YouTube app or the Twitter app, we see different attempts to enable linking between apps so as to apply those same fundamental principles of the web. Now, Android's intent system already provides a powerful way to enable an app to advertise and to handle rendering a particular link pattern. But one of the limitations of the current system is that when a user selects a web link from somewhere, Android doesn't know whether to show it in the web browser or some other app that claims support for the link. As a result, Android will show the infamous disambiguate dialog to ask the user to choose. No. So in the M release, we're enhancing Android's intent system to provide a more powerful app linking capability. Apps can now add an auto-verify attribute to their application manifest to indicate that they want the links they claim they support to be verified by the platform. The Android platform will then make a request to the web server pointed to by the links at app installation time and look for a file containing the name and signature of the application. This enables Android to verify that the app owns the links it claims it does. So now, when I as a user tap on a verified link, let's say a Twitter link I received in an email, the Android platform will seamlessly route me to the Twitter app with no more disambiguate dialog. So by putting app linking directly in the platform, we greatly improve the core user experience. OK, so next up, we want to give you a preview of an important initiative we're working on, which we call Android Pay. And it builds on work we did in previous Android releases, such as near-field communication, or NFC in Gingerbread, and host card emulation, which we introduced in KitKat. With Android Pay, users can simply and safely use their Android phone to pay in stores, wherever they see the